Hello friends, today we move on to step 6. Step 6 is about clearing your energy, other people's energy and your own energy. Now this step has a lot of information in it, so we're covering it over a few days using a few different videos. So as we've mentioned already, we naturally exchange energy with people. There's a natural flow of energy that goes backwards and forwards between people when they meet. There's a natural flow of energy in everything in the universe. It's what animates the universe. It's the life force. So it's really good for you to open up to this energy and use it naturally, healthily and beneficially. And there's also times when you need to let go of energy and clear your energy. In today's video, we're specifically going to talk about being triggered and conditioning. So let's give an example of being triggered. You're with a few friends, you're having a good time, you're chatting, doing whatever you're doing, then suddenly you lose it. Suddenly you feel an intense emotion, you act out that emotion, and all your friends are looking at you going, we have no idea what's just happened. What's going on? Maybe you can relate to this because you've been the person that's been going, what's just happened? So it's really good to become aware of your energy and become aware of the difference between feelings, emotions and thoughts. Being triggered is when your body starts to feel or you start to think like you did in a past situation where an intense emotion was created and you're reliving it again in the present moment. A telltale sign that you've been triggered is that your behaviour and the way that you're feeling is a complete overreaction for the present moment situation. So what I want you to do is stop the video and just think about times where you've been triggered or times when you've watched that in other people. And the idea of this is that you just get in touch with emotions, sore points in you, or strongly held beliefs that are easily triggered by other people. So things that you intensely dislike, for example. And just reflect on them and just become aware of them and become aware of how they feel in your body and what thoughts are there around it. That's great. And now I want to talk about conditioning. Now, conditioning is a psychological term and it's natural. It happens to everybody. It's part of our natural development. We are conditioned. We are told how to think, how to feel, how to act as part of our natural development to be able to fit into society and also to fit into our families. But also it's a way of learning things. We're taught how to brush our teeth. We're taught how to cross the road. These are all great conditionings. But some conditionings are not very good. Like we're told negative things about ourselves, or we're told negative things about other people. Now the thing is about conditioning is that up to the age of 3, it's completely unconscious, which means your mind is just absorbing everything like a sponge and you're just soaking it in and there's no filters in your mind. So you're just naturally acting out the conditioning because that's what's expected of you. And not only that, you're probably getting rewarded for doing it. Now, other conditioning goes into your procedural memory. So I gave the example of driving a car. You know, you drive a car, you get home, and then you suddenly realise that you don't remember the journey. So while you was driving home, who was driving the car? That was your unconscious mind. And that's called autopilot. And that's also another type of conditioning. The reason why I mention it now is because your conditioning is so strong. It's inside of you. And until you bring awareness to it, until you bring the unconscious into your conscious mind, then you probably aren't even aware of your own conditioning. You're not aware of your own triggers. You're not aware of some really strongly held beliefs or acting out of some emotion that you do on a regular basis. So I'll give you an example. I had a man come to see me for massage, and as soon as he walked into my office, I just had this feeling that he wasn't there for massage. So I started to talk to him, and then he actually said that he wanted to talk to me about something. So I was like, yeah, okay. And as he was talking, I felt very uncomfortable. And at one point I said to him, do you mind if I interrupt you? And he gave me a bit of a strange look. But I said to him, are you aware of how much anger you have? It is just flooding out of you. And he was totally unaware of it. And he was actually quite shocked I would bring this to his attention. But I said to him, you know, it's okay that you're angry. Let's explore this. And what we found out is that the anger that he was holding was not even his own. He was brought up in a very extremely angry environment, and he'd just gone through a divorce, which wasn't a nice divorce. So he had every right to be angry, but the intensity of his anger was way more than, you know, the situation with me in my office called for. So when he realised that the anger he was holding was from his parents, and when I helped him to release it, there was a complete relief in the man's body. He came more relaxed and more open, and it was really good to see. I'm not saying that he never got angry, because of course he did. And I'm not saying that he might have never played out his condition again, because he might have done, I don't know, he only saw me once. But the point is, when he saw it for what it was, it really created a lot of relief in him. And then when we released his mum and dad's energy out of him, he could see himself in a whole new way, and he had different options in his life. When this video ends, I'd just like you to take some time and think about the conditioning you have. What ideas do you hold about yourself? What ideas did your mum and dad hold about things? If there's things you struggle with, money, relationships, work, authority, what is it that you struggle with? Just think of that, and think about what were your parents' thoughts and beliefs around this. And just see if they really are your beliefs, or if they're just conditioned into you from your parents. I just want you to reflect on this for now, and in future videos we're actually going to do some energy exercises to clear it. But it's really important to bring the unconscious conditioning into your conscious mind, and that's what I'd like you to do. See you tomorrow.